is up? Welcome back. It's been a second.
It's been a while in this garage.
I'm Justus. This is Mason.
Hi.
That's Nate.
What up?
Welcome back. More car shit. Specifically, 240 shit.
Can we think about it? The last time that Justus probably recorded in this garage, there was a red Integra in here. Yeah. That's fucking nasty.
You guys don't remember this car? This is Mason's 95? 95? 95.
Yeah, it's retarded. I should have gotten a 96.
S14. It's a K24 USD 240. It's on R33 wheels, which is pretty cool. So it's been a while since we even made a video. And it's been a while since we had this thing in a fucking video. But since he purchased it, he had his fun, did some cool shit
2 months?
For 2 months, and then he blew it. He blew the KA24. I'm gonna let you take it away. What are you doing? What's the plan of attack here?
I sat on it for 2 months. I didn't have the money. I think it was also a lack of motivation.
Which is understandable.
I didn't have the money. I finally decided to. Well, it wasn't that. I finally found the motor I wanted, I should say, which was a fully rebuilt KA24BE.
So one of these, but
So
not blown.
Full new gaskets. I mean, board, decked, hot tank. I mean, completely brand new.
Basically, a new motor.
But yeah, essentially a brand new motor. Finally found it, and my buddy Nate there. Hi, Nate. Say hi.
Hello.
He's a mechanic, so we decided, hey, let's pull this motor, because I'm going to buy that one.
That's a little up to speed on where they're at. They were just telling me they've removed everything off that needs to come off to pull the motor. From what you guys told me, you have the bell housing to detach.
Bell housing, motor mounts.
Bell housing, motor mounts, and then
That's literally it.
motor's out. They go pick up the new motor hopefully in a week to two? Less than a week?
I'm hoping,
Hopefully two.
hoping within the week.
Okay.
Not the end, not this week, but
next week. So
let's just say this motor should be out and I should be having a new motor by August.
by August. So end of month. Basically, the car is coming back. Let's transition here.
I don't care.
Everything you need to pull to get a KA24 out,
Yes.
roughly.
Honestly, we can pull out on any car, really. You don't.
It's not even just, I mean, it's the same for every car.
Well, I mean, maybe not the starter.
Most of the time, yeah, because that's where the flywheel is.
Okay, but
Most
yeah,
of
but
it's bell
don't you
housing.
just disconnect it? Do you really have to take it fully off?
Yeah, because that's how you get. Well, most of the time, yes, because I won't say every single car in the world is like this. But most cars, the starter is connected to the bell housing, in which you have to take the bell housing bolts off to take the motor off. So yes, I would say you do have to take the starter
fucking ass down.
Tech tips with Nathaniel.
Okay.
harness is off, any other sensors, stuff for the alternator and stuff for the starter. We disconnected power steering, and since he has AC, we didn't just take the lines for the compressor off, we had to take the whole compressor off.
Right.
Because I'm sure many people still do it, but letting Freon into the air is illegal. So, and will also give you frostbite.
Fun
Don't
fact.
touch it. Honestly, it really wasn't that hard. Everything else is pretty easy. This goes to we just took off hoses. Some of them are really bad, like this one, and these are easy to replace. Obviously, it's just a hose, but this is dry rotted as shit.
Yeah.
Sensors going to the intake.
Which is your math.
Oh, you got MAF. This is probably.
Oh, is that not math? Oh,
that's
smaller.
that's the MAF. This is probably like air temperature.
Okay.
They're just some ground wires. You gotta take your throttle wire off. Ground wire right here.
None of bugs on this.
Yeah, you can see the compressor's still here, but it's not on the engine. It's not
Very
connected.
coated in oil too, by the way.
It's not actually oil.
Not
it's,
oil?
Power steering.
Never mind. That is power steering.
That is all power steering.
That is all power steering.
In
Okay.
which, once this is out, is all gonna be pressure washed.
I was gonna say you guys are cleaning the bay, right?
Yes.
Cool. It's gonna look really nice, I think,
Which
under all
I'm
the
actually
grime.
very upset that I do not have the money.
For what?
Painted the bay.
Well, yes, but also, I mean, this should clean out pretty well. I mean,
No, it's
But
not
this
'cause of
is,
that. It's not because of
something-
that.
this
It's
is
the fact
something-
that
This is something no one does, and you're supposed to do it. The first thing you should do before anything is disconnect the battery. So we took out the battery, and it's sitting over there by the bicycle.
The bicicleta.
What a smart guy.
That's the first thing you should always do, is disconnect the battery. I just took it out because it gave us not really more room, but
Ease of comfort, yeah.
yeah, like we just put all our tools and shit right there.
This is, by the way, if you guys didn't know, this is the Mason Pro Shop. This is where you take your car if you want something done.
It used to look, if you can go back to the videos and look at the Integra, you can see that I had a toolbox. And
we had a whole thing.
We had like a whole thing.
It was nice.
And now it's just a bunch of random stuff.
Let's go.
No, we... But it was a pro shop.
Mason, yeah, exactly. It was a pro shop, and it's going to be probably again because Mason has this car.
Most likely. Anyways.
Definitely did not buy it with Monopoly.
So yeah, okay. You always want to disconnect the battery and then drain all the fluids. So he drained the coolant and the oil.
Yep.
And then you can really just start taking shit apart. But harness, hoses, cables,
anything tethered,
wires, anything that's holding on. See, it's not like you have to take the distributor out or any of this out. Because it's attached. It's part of it. Like it's not a wire going to
something
body.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Like the harnesses, like it's all goes into the car.
It tucks back there if you guys can see that.
Yeah, it goes into the firewall right there if you can see.
Ding.
But
basically, any hard lines, basically anything that runs into the chassis or something that's not going to be pulled when you're taking the motor out.
You just don't want it. You just don't want to find out if something breaks when you pull the engine out.
Right.
Especially because
old car.
That and this is
car.
So okay.
This is more or less like if he had a new harness, it wouldn't really matter, but he doesn't. Like this is all everything in here we're reusing, except the power steering. So just because the hoses are a little messed up, it doesn't really matter because
you're gonna have to rerun those.
Not gonna keep it.
Oh, that's true.
Because the
fuck it, it's just
the pump is destroyed.
Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Like there's no point in keeping it.
Alright, it's just a smarter choice. I mean, kids, you'll realize cars get expensive.
And time is consuming.
Yeah.
Especially when you get older and graduate.
You can't do everything yourself. Which you wish you would. You could, but you really can't. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll eventually have the car perfect. Honestly, I wanted a rebuild motor. That was my first intention. So I was going to rebuild it myself, but I never found one.
And I don't think people realize a good KA is a reliable motor. Wrap all this up, basically. Mason and Nate are doing good things. I apologize for the lack of uploads, but your boy has graduated and put himself into hell. So,
not bad.
Yeah, that's what life is like. So, anyways, Nate, you want to wrap it up? Give us a little.
The next time you see this car, it's either gonna be sliding, new motor in it, and we're doing a rundown on it, or crashed into a wall.
Hopefully, not the last one, but.
Hopefully all the above at different times. Yeah.
Well, actually, the first thing you'll see is probably...
You'll probably even be here when we actually get the motor out.
I was about to say.
You'll probably see it with the engine out. You may not see the process of the engine out, but you'll see the engine out.
You know what I do want to do, and we're definitely doing? I'm taking pictures of me standing inside of that engine easily.
Definitely.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Always appreciate it. Apologize for the lack of uploads, but cool shit coming soon. We got shirts coming, homies turning up.
Turn up once again. Turnstile AZ.
Dude, this
Christian Dagasta. Hit up the homies.
Tell your parents you love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, this car is fucking disgusting.
Good night.
Good night and good morning, America.